The reinvestment not able to come through just yet for Vitality, but they do at least hold on to what they've got. And really, doesn't make a difference, Hugo, if they make it or not. So let's see. This pistol round. Oh no, what am I saying?
Harry, they've got each other, and that's a lot.
It is a lot, but maybe not for love in this round. Apex instead is more akin to something like violence. He shuts down Alu early on in mid. Now, of course, you got to bear in mind that there are the equivalent of 10 players over here in the apartment. Yampy in this position, holding down this side of the map solo. But he does have the rest of the gang slowly but surely rotating in behind him. Now, ENCE losing a man early on, going to look to commit into this site, and they've got Yampy spearheading the push in. He does get dropped by RPK. Sergey, next man into the fray, and with Sunny coming up through short, they do make quick work of these B-site defenders. Iwu and Masuta left up in a 2-on-3. And a bit of an unlikely retake. Oh no, Masuta!
Yeah,
come on, man! Why are you making life harder for Zywoo?
Don't walk in front of a scout, boys. And look at the damage he does as well. 2 tags, 3 players low.
We've all been there, man.
You never walk in front of a sniper, Harry. You never walk in front of an AWP or a scout or just your teammates, really. That's what happens, you know? Mizuta, he certainly made that round harder for Zywoo than it needed to be.
It's what it's like, you know, like when you play with your friends who aren't really into CS as much as you. So you'll be holding an angle and they just go madly running into a retake, like, woo! Like just charging in. And yeah,
I don't know, man.
Really
everyone I play CS with baits, so I can't really...
Yeah, that's true, actually. My teammates never want to go in first. Here's Masuta holding on to the ramp, and he's looking to get stuck in over here on the CT side. He hears those smokes going out, and at this point he knows there's at least 3 players here, so he just keeps on holding, he keeps on waiting. Flash goes in, but it's not deep enough to blind Masuta. He does get one. Alu in with a response, but this is where Apex comes in. An essential part of this 2-man hold down at that aggressive ramp angle. And so now, even with these smokes on A, if you're ENCE, you can't commit just yet. Sunny and Yampy are trying to carve a bit of a path. And Yampy almost able to secure that kill at Cap, but not quite. He gets dropped, Apex in with another, and this leaves Sergey all alone.
Oh, he's got the first at least. That's opened up a path into this A bomb site. The AWP firing, and Zywoo now spotted. Sergey knew RPK was up on the catwalk, but he's considering other options, and as he should be. RPK coming through jungle with Zywoo. Sergey gonna stick the bomb here, very open. This is a big risk, but he's gonna get away with it. Vitality are playing retake, and he shut down Zywoo as well. Sergey yet to die, and he doesn't want this to be his first. It's RPK coming from the same position. Sergey jiggling, spotting. RPK's got the info. Sergey has 2, and now he just has to wait on the box, wait for RPK to overcommit. He's dropped. Sergey's heard it, but he's not gonna hit the shot. RPK with the AUG, and he will find the round here for Vitality, the first on the board. An AWP back in window if he can get there in time, and I think he should just be able to. 10-second stick first, playing it safe. And Vitality at least getting around nice and early on, not letting ENCE start to steamroll and get confident here on this T side. The AWP is saved, and well, the money is at least good for ENCE, obviously. 3-0 lead. I think Yampy realized after he dropped that smoke that that probably wasn't the play. The second RPK swung out, and Yampy, he tried to get ahead of that, but you know, ENCE already down 2 men. Really difficult round to close. Sergey gives it his best shot. Now 3-1, we've got Alu on the AWP. Obviously, you know, Yampy pulling up that second AWP. We're going to see it a lot more on the CT side, I imagine, than the T side. Train, he was a nuisance, a menace in the yard yesterday against Na'Vi, finding an ace and a 4K to shut out the map. So, yeah, honestly, I want Yampy on the AWP, but I understand why Alu's taking it. We'll see it later on, I imagine, and if Alu ever dies or Yampy gets tagged up, that would be the perfect time to swap friends.
Damn, Ali, back at it again with the B play. He's over here boosted up at short side looking for this kill into the site. And there is only 1 man here for Team Vitality. Zywoo and the rest of the gang leaning heavily over towards the A site. And with Alu getting that kill, ENCE don't know it, but this B site is open and ripe for the taking. Now, little guy called Shox, you might have heard of him. He's going to come and rotate in to try and hold the line. But ultimately, Vitality, they're already locked out of B, and they know it. There's a lot of fire in the market that isn't normally there, so that's going to give the hint on over. Now, Vitality, in a 4-on-4, not even going to attempt this retake. They're just too far away to really justify going for it, right? By the time they arrive, half the time's ticked off this bomb, and suddenly you're very much relying on winning every gunfight. You've only got one kit on ZywOo, and you don't want to risk throwing any of these guns away. So it will just have to be this pretty horrible call of giving up this 4-on-4 round and looking to take what you have into the next.
Yeah, they probably would have insta-saved, but they got tempted by the fact that ZywOo dropped Alu up on Catwalk from A site. So, you know, that made Vitality move a little bit closer, but once they realized that ENCE were like dug in, tucked into B, playing crossfires with the AKs, they knew there was just no realistic way they were going to win that round. Shox, if he hit the jump, he might have had a kill. He might have had the AWP out of the hands of Aerial, but he's going to miss it, and ENCE will survive with their guns and their wits. 4-1. Instantly finding a reset round off the back of Vitality getting on the board. RPK gets caught coming back in apartments as Alu is boosted up on Catwalk. I like that play. No mid-info for Vitality. They can't afford to let that be a consistent problem here. Flashes into the middle area could be a solution for Vitality in the mid-round. ZywOo's going to go for it with the AWP. Molly lands. He's going to take a shot anyway with the smoke at his feet, and ZywOo nails it, as he often does. Yampi's dead, and that's an opening kill here for Vitality with Mizuta pushed on the ramp. He should have a kill here, and he does. Alu on the AWP. If Mizuta goes wide, he should die, but he gets away with 2, dropping the bomb, finding an AWP, and shutting out this round for ENCE. ZywOo will join the party, and Sergey is wondering where it all went wrong. Nothing worse than getting smoked off at a 1-on-4, and yeah, okay, a little more optimistic Apex, but I like the attempt.
It just tries to run the gauntlet, and it doesn't always go your way when you try and do that, but it doesn't matter when you've got ZywOo backing you up and in your corner. Wow, that was a nice little sequence from ZywOo there to solidify all those kills.
I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, right?
Someone told me.
Kind of wild, isn't it?
Yeah. ZywOo, and he's back in the B bomb site here. It's a triple stack for Vitality. Of course, ENCE have been ruthless towards B in this game so far, so Vitality leaning towards this side of the map. This is okay. This is pretty common because you can afford to play retake setups on that A site when you have kits. Misuta's in the spawn for that. Yeah, he's making a lot of noise. Apex can't see him though, and now he definitely can't with that flashbang raining in. He's going to have to fall out eventually, right? Give that control to ENCE. They've smoked top con. They will be taking it. Notice the bombs in B, but with this jump spot bait setup, Vitality haven't seen it yet. When they do, RPK will fall back, and the player on the balcony, that Shox, will be able to get multiple kills here. ENCE should discount this position because of the jump spot. So there's the info. RPK trying to bait them in now from the car. Shox waiting for his time to shine. He gets one. Trade is up. RPK dropping the bomb, and one by one, ENCE will tumble to a close in this round. It's just 2 left up and stuck in the apartments.
It's Alu, and it's sunny. And right now, this round not exactly shining bright for ENCE. ZywOo homed in on the this is horrible. Look at the mini-map. Yeah, ENCE, like the moment they try and go into this window, it is just death. And Alu, actually not a fan of that, as it turns out. He's going to back away, try and hold on to this AWP, but this is going to be pretty much all ENCE have to work with in this follow-up round.
They pop a flash and they force ZywOo off the angle, but then he just re-peeks into it. Harry, would you prefer holding an angle and getting peeked by ZywOo or peeking into ZywOo? I don't know what's better there. What do you know, you got either option if you're ENCE, but I don't think either is a solution. Tough times.
Yeah, I'd just wait like 10 years, 15 years till maybe he
retires.
Yeah. And then just, try pick it all up again.
Dear, dear. Well, 4-3, Vitality at least starting to get back into the swing of things here. It may have been a nice start for ENCE with that reset round off the back of Vitality's first, but even that bait and switch setup doesn't really get a lot of value there. Shox pulls the trigger at the first fight on the player that jumps out the window. You can't blame him. It's his first kill, and he's going to get it, but instantly traded. Sometimes it's better to let the player jump out and kill the second man, because you can find multiple kills and not going to be expecting it. And of course, the first dude out in the apartments was a MAC-10 anyway, so of little value to ENCE, at least in comparison. But right now, 4 players with weapons of little value for ENCE. It's just the AWP on Alu, and on the plus side, if he dies, can be picked up by Yampi, who's back in spawn. So let's see where ENCE decide to go with this. They're going to play this round around the AWP, hopefully flashing for Alu and setting him up in positions. Back towards middle they go. Little run boost getting set up here by Yampi and Aerial. And they're going to go flying through so Alu can peek off the back of it.
There's no one to be found in mid just yet for Team Vitality. However, Apex is looking a little bit curious as to what mid has in store. smoke over in the window. Apex going to follow up with a nade through it. It doesn't find any damage. And while all this has gone on, sneaky little Yampy coming up into the back line, in through connector, and he might be a little bit deeper than Apex is ready for. He's already out by the stairs. Apex is crossing over as well. Oh, he's behind Yampy. He is next to Yampy. He doesn't know it, but they are on the same staircase. And oh dear, Apex, the stair master, shuts down two. Does get traded by Sunny. That's now an AK retrieved. Maybe still a chance here for ENCE in this round. With the AWP of Alu coming out from ramp and Sergey up in the Palace position. With this wrap from Sunny into CT, he could do a lot of damage. He's got ZywOo in the crosshair, and ZywOo is deleted. Now picking up the pace, and no one's looking. No one's doesn't realize. They didn't notice that this was all from the back line, but there's so little time. Apex denies the plant and doubles up. The savior, it's RPK, it's not Apex. I'm trying to give him more credit than is due. But RPK, the tag, sometimes misidentified as Apex, little known fact.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That round was a mess, Harry. Not just from the
really was,
side, but from the Vitality
I don't know how they didn't realize that, that Sunny was there.
Where ZywOo gets one tapped, and he's like, I don't know. Well, there's two places, ZywOo, exactly where you're looking, or behind you. And if you didn't see him...
what are the odds that ZywOo's missed someone who's in front of him, right? Like, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So... if I'm ZywOo, whenever I get killed, I'm cool and they're probably behind. Apex does nail the man down here in the lower tunnels. That's Sergey getting deleted, and Apex looking for a little bit more.
Delicious.
Oh, he's going in. Back for seconds. Apex, hungry boy. And now helped out by Shocks. Coming on in at the end. Dropping down.
This game's going to be a lot of fun, Harry. I can already feel it. I can already taste it. Mirage, Dust 2, Nuke. These are the maps. And these are the teams. Vitality ENCE. It's pretty clear, isn't it? 5-4.
Wow, man, yeah.
Crazy how nature do that. Or back out for Alu. He's not got armor here. Got to be very careful with that AWP going towards middle. ZywOo's going to get tagged on the jump. He drops under, and they know it. They saw it, so he's got to get the hell out of here. But good luck, ZywOo. Maybe I don't need to wish him luck. He's pretty good without it. Apex gets killed through the smoke, and ZywOo, the same story, backing up into the connector, into the AWP of Alu. Quick picks for ENCE. They're going to play off the back of it as well. They may lose a man up in the apartment. RBK has been keen to push that position, but ENCE now swayed away from the B site from that kill. They've still got a man in Palace, and they're going to try and play A, and Vitality have read this excellently. They've moved both players off of B towards his site. Alu could clear out B, but he's going ladder room right now to try and sort the window side of things. And Vitality not only have Mizuta push down on the ramp, but now have a triple setup inside of this site. If there was any round that Vitality could win with a disadvantage, this would be it. Oh no, Alu's clear B.
Yeah, he's realized.
Smart.
He's like, guys, I'm not 100% on this, but I think there's no one at B. However, ENCE, they're sending Alu in on a rapid through CT spawn. He's going to try and hold down these rotations while the bomb goes back in through B.
This is the right call. RPK is checking behind him. RPK just looked behind him, and so Vitality are aware of the possibility. Mizuta's even pushed ramp, and with things going quiet, I think the pennies dropped. They worked it right out, but they worked it out too late, Harry. ENCE already committing to the site right now, and this all from Alu is going to be a surprise. Not ready for it was RPK, and the bomb getting planted. The cat play denied too. That's a great reaction from ENCE. A lot of teams, would have just committed with a heavy setup they had right towards A. Couple in the connector. We had a man in Palace. Sergey could have popped out, but that would have been a real problem because firstly, ENCE would have been drawn in by the CT side players, and they would have not even accounted for Mizuta on the ramp side. So luckily enough, it's not a problem for ENCE. They clear out the B-bomb site and get a plant, but now Mizuta's just got to do the boring task of saving his weapon. Vitality do have a good bit of money though, luckily enough. So other than Mizuta, everyone else is pretty much good to go rather moving forward. Alu finding picks with this AWP is lovely too. And of course, we know Yampy is an AWPer, but a very capable rifler as well. Like, he's not going to be held back by using this gun. So, we're already seeing that true. Even Stevens right now, Harry.
Yeah, I'm really glad that this matchup is competitive, right? And I'm happy that with Yampy in this squad, we're seeing ENCE looking better and better, right? Like, for the longest time, it was a very, very sad tale of just watching this squad drop off, right? Like, into the abyss. And hopefully we can see the return of this great Finnish esports organization from Finland. ZywOo down here in CT spawn.
Nice.
He's doubled up. Now Yampy and Sunny left in this 2-on-4. Nade into CT doesn't find the damage they were hoping for. And ZywOo, he might try and skewer them together here. There's one. Sunny gets deleted. 3 kills for ZywOo. Yampy left up. No! Almost the spray transfer, but not quite. RPK does come out on top, narrowly so. 6 on the board for Vitality. They just about take the lead. Ooh, but Yampy making it a little bit scary.
I believe there for a second. ZywOo hits a very unfortunate time in backing off, but I mean, it gets his teammate killed. Luckily, he trades, so it's not really a problem in terms of the round, but Sharks won't be happy about that one at all. Lovely round for Vitality, though. RPK not getting transferred onto. Shox' 1.18 rating makes Dreamhack Masters comfortably his best tournament on Vitality if he maintains it, which is, of course, the big if here for Vitality. Who knows how far they're going to run in this tournament. This game is going to be a good test of that, right? Already beating NIP inside of this group yesterday with Na'Vi and ENCE left to face. I say left to face. They're facing ENCE right now. If you didn't know that, you should probably get some glasses. Vitality up 6-5. Double orbs out for this CT side. Obviously none for ENCE because, well, T side. So stick with what you know. Fast mid take here for ENCE and the molly towards connector. But look at the jump for ZywOo, who's up on the catwalk. He's made the jump this time, and Ariel's not going to be ready for such a fast player up in this position. He's dropped, and ZywOo just falls right back. Because of the triple B setup, ZywOo's going to go back towards A, and that's great because ENCE have now seen this orb towards B. They're going to be a little more aware of the catwalk, and ZywOo, he's completely repositioned. He's taken the window. Apex is going to swap with him so he can go towards CT, and now if ENCE try and split this A site in anticipation of avoiding ZywOo, well, they're walking right into him.
This is a stalemate. Apart from these two aren't exactly mates. And Sunny coming out on the short end of the stick. ZywOo saved by Masuta. That was actually a team flash. It was Alu who threw it, blinding Sergey. Oh, he's going to try and make up for it. Nice little double, but RPK is nearby to get that trade. And even shows us, like, guys, look, we could have taken the AWP, but we didn't take the AWP. That was for the folks watching at home.
That's a really unfortunate team flash as well, because Sergey found a really good gap to kill the AWP on the site after ZywOo took a shot. And, you know, it was clearly just a miscommunication where Alu's like, I'm flashing, Sergey's already committed, and he can't back up. He takes a shot, he gets blinded, and, well, then he's, well, blind, as the name suggests. Unlucky stuff for ENCE, and now the money isn't there. Yampy's gone for the hero AK in a round of pistols here, so we're going to need a big heroic play out of this young Finnish player from Finland. Sunny dropped up on Cat. It's a fast B play for ENCE, but a triple setup here. Shox is ready with a second orb, and, well, it's a bit of a mowdown. RPK in the site hasn't even been checked, and he'll drop the bomb, and one more. RPK looking to solidify the round, but Alu now in a clutch. Not his weapon, or not his AWP in his hand, but let's see what he can do with a rifle instead.
1v3 for Alu, now 1v2, but the AWP peeking in. Missed shot from Shoxy. ZywOo gonna molly Alu out into the open. 27 points of health. He's taken down the first man, but he's got to go above and beyond now. Minute left, time on his side, and trying to deal with ZywOo. Don't get many more chances at that, Alu. ZywOo is gonna shut him down, putting an 8th now on the board for Team Vitality. That was a time where this game was neck and neck at 5-5. So the Frenchman starting to pull ahead here towards the end of this first half of play. And in doing so, they've kind of gotten a bit of a hold on the economy in this one. Now, I say that, right? They put ENCE into a kind of F position where, with a bomb plant, they can get a buy into this last round. And I kind of figured, really, that Vitality's money would be better than it is. And, of course, with the rounds being so close, they are also in a situation where they could get broken. So if ENCE want to get back into this and keep this first half as close as it always has been, this round is a must. And it's not looking likely. Masuta and ZywOo, they have been the gatekeepers of this A bomb site, and they are not letting anyone from ENCE get into the swing of things. And now this push has had all the momentum sucked right out of it. Yampi falls, Sunny now 1v5. You don't fancy his odds in this one, and it's a flawless round for Team Vitality.
Yeah, I mean, that's the example right there of why you don't go for contact plays on A, which is burst flashes against AWPs, because, you know, no smokes down, ZywOo, Shox, they're just free to roam, they're free to fire. Mazuta's in the spawn, he's got nothing, you know, stopping him from just deleting those Palace players. And yeah, even one jungle smoke down for ENCE, like a deep jungle smoke, not the typical one, and Vitality just pushed through it, because why wouldn't they? They have everything to do with that A site, and ENCE one by one get dropped. The gun round for the final round of the half, but it's lacking the utility. Really, all that's worked for ENCE here in this game is B, more often than not, and now they're going to go back for it. But you'll notice that bomb is outside of the A site, so I think ENCE are trying to throw in a little bit of a fake here and draw Vitality players away. Now, they might be able to get Shox off of the bomb site, but Mazuta, he's committed. He is dug in under Palace, so that's going to be the key player that ENCE need to rid of this round if they want this A bomb site, rather. B-Fake's not really coming through. The bomb's just getting picked up, and ENCE are leaving B early on. They were just holding a default. Not exactly full of utility to throw fakes, but Sunny's lining up some sort of smoke there at the back of the apartments. He's going to put it away, but yeah, no fake at all. So Vitality they even push Shox into the site. They run a standard setup. We're going to see ENCE go for, I imagine, full wall of smokes A, actually be able to cut off these players, but the issue is, because they've left it so long, Vitality, they've got info. ZywOo's pushed the top and middle, they're ready for either contact B or an A execute, and that's why Vitality are playing two players inside of the site. These smokes will not affect them.
Molotovs have just made this grind to an immediate hole, and now ENCE going to try and go through, but at this point, Vitality are already prepared, and this double orb setup is just picking players off one at a time. ZywOo!
Wow.
What is this? 3 kills in the round. Oh, he goes through the legs of the final man, but Alu will at least come in and get dropped at the very end by RPK. 10-5, Team Vitality. What a way to find a 10th round and reach double digits here on Mirage. You're going to have to join us for this second half of an excellent series after a quick break, so don't go anywhere.
One giant leap for us, together we'll light the night. I don't ask for much, your heart is enough. I never want to see you cry. Take me home for just one night. Promise I can make you feel alright. Take me home for just one night. Let me light the fire. Into the stars. All the night like we're royalty. You and I, we were meant to be. Come with me, let me take you right there. Into the stars. Time just seems to fly whenever you're by my side. Baby, I'm here to stay, so cast your doubts away. Don't let your feelings hide. Take me home for just one night. Promise I can make you feel alright. Take me home for just one night. Let me light the fire. You and I, we were meant to be. Come with me, let me take you right there. Into the stars.
Zaiwu, that's who, and he is firing on all cylinders today with the AWP. It's no surprise, it's just a day in the office for this French lineup as they 10-5 the half on ENCE's map pick. These Finns are going to need to swim as they move over to the CT side and try and get back in control of this game. Got Yampy on the kit smoke, Apex on the util, and Vitality with his T-side pistol round. They're going to go towards that B bomb site. Standard setup for ENCE here, nothing too special, and so Vitality certainly favored on a bit of a B rush. We're going to need big kills. Aerial getting boosted, he gets there early. He's only got 3 kills, but he is feeling confident in this pistol round. The shot's connecting, he's got 2 bomb drops as well. All the info in the world. Yampy's here to play, but he's not here to stay. It's Aerial who's going to have to put up a bit of a display. He can't after 2. Shots will trade, and now Vitality are in B.
Ooh, Apex gets shut down, but Masuta will come in with quite the response. He's picked up 3 in this pistol round so far, and now just Alu left. Masuta gonna prove to be the pistol hero that Vitality never knew they needed. They certainly did. 11 now on the board. This pistol round found and a chance to really continue to solidify this lead in the second half.
I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. It feels like every game we get with Masuta, he shows more and more promise inside of this lineup. Like, we knew he was a strong individual player, but, you know, fitting inside of a team, playing up against some of the best players in the world, that's a difficult move, you know, for such a young and inexperienced guy. But he looks to be molding well in this team. And Yampy, same story. Pushing the top and middle, dropping Apex in this round, but it's a B rush Vitality. Zaiwu on the Bison, I love it. Oh dear, the French-made weapon just running into B. Yampy's going to find a second here. The UMP mops up a lot of damage, and Aerial even converts a kill to Zaiwu. It's down to 2.
And this force buy might work out for ENCE. Alu holding with the scout. If he could even find this tag onto RPK plant in the bomb, it would be certain death. However, he's able to get away with it. Sergey, next man in. Missing that timing onto Shock's crossing at the bench, but they at least know he's here and that they've got him trapped in this position. RPK is looking into the apartments right now. No one is coming from here for the ENCE side. If you blinked, it is just Ali left standing. So yeah, Team Vitality, they'll get that one converted.
Yeah, this is crazy dominant right now, especially considering this is ENCE's map pick and how this game started. A 4-1 lead for ENCE, a 5-5 scoreline, and then Vitality just go flawless and roll the end of the half. ENCE have been so quiet so far. It hasn't felt like one-sided, but you look at the scoreline and it really is.
Pimp's just come at us, Hugo, with a pretty interesting statistic. Okay. Now, you know, we love a pimp stat because why wouldn't you? We'll quickly revisit it though, because there's a little stack thing going on. Nah, it's not gonna matter.
Don't worry.
So Pip comes at us with a 17 out of Zaiwu's 19 kills at the end of that first half of play on the AWP, and 12 of those AWP kills came in the last 5 rounds of the half. So he just really popped off there. And that makes a lot of sense because it was, you know, when you remember, it was 5-5. We were all tied up. And then suddenly something just kicked Vitality up a gear. Well, you want to know who? It's the guy called Zaiwu.
And it was ENCE, you know, going for those contact plays on A, sometimes with smoke, sometimes without. But even when they were down, Zaiwu would push through them with the AWP. And you know, considering there were 2 or 3 players on the A site, there was just so much of a defense for Vitality. And they had no fear in going aggressive. They have no fear at all, Harry. Look at this bonus round. This is ballsy. Zaiwu's on a goddamn Bison. But ENCE have no head armor apart from Sergey. So this gun is lethal. So is the AWP. And Yampy shows us why. Dropping Zaiwu from ladder and turning back to the cat because Vitality are hitting B. And they've got a man in the enemy, or behind the enemy lines rather. That's Apex. This B play needs to come in fast because there are 3 players already here and rotations beginning to move. Sunny with 1, traded by Masuta. Aerial still here on the catwalk. They don't know it just yet. He's only fired silent shots. Yampy dealing with the flank, and he should be able to shut down this round. If Aerial doesn't first, he will get 1, and it's Shock's on the site without the bomb. Yampy will finish it off, and 3 kills with the AWP. This is what we wanted. We didn't get to see him on the AWP in the first half because Alu always had it over him. But now we're in the CT side. Now the money is there for ENCE rather, and you know, you're obviously on the half where you're able to run a double AWP pretty easily in this map. Yampy's going to be able to fire on all cylinders. This is what we want from the young gun finished player.
Oh, Vitality, they're looking tempted to go for a fast B play here. and maybe even more than tempted. They put out that Molotov with the smoke and they go barreling through. Sunny and his old mate Ariel inside of the site. They're not really friends. They're friends, maybe they're not. As Sunny does actually deal with Ariel on behalf of Team Vitality. He's going to look to make up for it by trying to hold down the catwalk, but no, he falls as well, and a missed shot from Alu leaves this in a 2-on-2. Oh, dearie me. Don't have this round fall apart for Ents on the back of a team kill. Alu sneaking in through the window, scoped up with the AWP. He hasn't made a noise yet, and so Frenchmen inside of the site, they've got no idea that their impending doom could lurk right around this corner. No. But Alu has missed some timings of his own here. Sergey dealing with RPK in the 1v1, and Apex gonna pick it up. 3 in the round for him.
He just doesn't care.
Forward.
I love that. I love the just instant repeat for Apex, just not waiting around. Like, what a risky play, but the results are in for Vitality. He takes both kills, he deals with that wraparound, and then he finds a second. You said it yourself, Harry. Alu missed so many timings there. It's so unfortunate. He's scoped up, he's waiting for aggression, but Vitality, they're at the back left of the site. And even though he looks there right as Apex repositions and misses everything. It's such a shame to see. Vitality up 14-6 right now with a tactical pause off the back of a win. That's got to feel good. They are making ENCE sweat in this series. And now Vitality just making sure they can close this out at ease, right? You don't want to let ENCE pull any kind of comeback. This is their map pick. They are on the favored half right now. ENCE can still do this. And so Vitality know that they've just got to be very careful, have their wits about them, and shut this out before ENCE even have the money available. So yeah, look at this buy. The double AWP has turned into double Deeg, and it's surrounded by 3 M4s. Ooh, double under push though.
Real change of pace from ENCE. Is this going to be the change they needed? Looks like it out of the gate. Sunny does this batch of RPK. Now these players do still have to try and get out of the lower tunnel. And getting there is one thing, the journey back is another. And Sunny is trapped. So they go into tunnels with 2 so they can play the trade game. And they don't need it. They deal with the man on the peak that is RPK. But it's the return journey that hangs ENCE out to dry and now leaves Team Vitality a man up. 4-on-3 and an empty B bomb site that they can just walk on into. This should be a Vitality round.
This is a Vitality round, Harry. There's nothing ENCE can do about it. They should just save the second this bomb gets planted. Like, you know, nothing in it. No money left up, and against 15 at this point. ENCE have realized the hard way. I mean, in the same vein, right? In the same vein that they should save, they could just go for it because whatever, it's 14-6. Like, this game is really falling out of your hand right now. And, you know, really, you got to fight for every round if you want a chance to take a victory here. Playing for OT when you're 9 rounds down is not safe. And, well, that's not fun either. Ariel getting tagged by the AWP. He's going to save the AK, get the hell out of there. And unfortunately having to give up this 15th to Vitality. And the Frenchmen are just 1 away from stealing ENCE's map pick of the series. We know Dust 2 is next, Harry. Dear, oh dear, that can't be fun. Vitality slaughtered NIP on that map yesterday, as they often do to pretty much anyone who dares play it against them. So ENCE are going to have some tricks up their sleeve. That being said, always been a good map for ENCE, always been a good AWP map for Alu. And with this double AWP that we're already seeing, you know, come into effect here for ENCE, it's a shame we haven't had that many CT rounds to see Yampy. The 1 round he's had the AWP, he found 3 kills with it. So, you know, hopefully we'll get more of that back on Dust, or moving forward on Dust too, if ENCE start on that CT side, hopefully. But it remains to be seen.
Oh, Sunny lands the catch-up, but they're already very, very deep. And they're looking to get stuck in to a bit of Sunny.
Oh,
Masuta
a great
is
bait.
going to pick it up.
That's actually sick. I doubt it was purposeful, but Apex runs up Sunny hears him, he aims for him, and then Apex backs off rather, and Masuta peeks from far away. Sunny is looking close, Harry, but instead he should be looking far. Little does he know. And a bullet to the brain, well, that will pick up an advantage for Vitality early in the round. Oh dear.
Man, it is just read after read for the Vitality boys, and shot after shot landing as well. Masuta getting into the ladder room. He's going to hold down this point of rotation. This makes life very, very hard for Yampy and Alu. And it kind of hamstrings them to come in through CT. And it's not like the normal CT retake at a 2-on-5 where you're already hating life. The thing that makes it even worse is that they know you're here. They've heard you, and you know they've heard you as well. You're just walking into all these crosshairs, and you can't do anything about it. You had to hit your shots there, and it just doesn't happen. Vitality with so many players on the angle, unsurprisingly, are able to pick up the victory here on Mirage.
Yeah, smooth sailing for the Frenchman. I mean, that felt easy, right? Like a competitive start, ENCE with the lead, ENCE looking good, the AWP showing us what they could do, and then Vitality just sweep the board.